On July 16, 1945, the Earth witnessed something it had never seen before. A light brighter than the sun, a heat hotter than the core of a star, and a force that proved one terrifying truth. Human beings had learned how to destroy the world. This is not just the story of a bomb. This is the story of fear, genius, war, and a line humanity crossed forever. The story does not begin with soldiers. It begins in a laboratory in Europe. In 1938, scientists discovered something unbelievable. They realized that when a uranium atom is split, it releases an enormous amount of energy. But there was something even more dangerous. If one atom splits, and that split triggers another, and then another, a chain reaction is born. A reaction so powerful it could release the energy of thousands of tons of explosives from something smaller than a baseball. In that moment, science crossed into something else. Europe was on the edge of war, and one question terrified scientists. What if Nazi Germany builds this weapon first? Many of the world's greatest physicists were refugees. They had escaped Hitler. They knew exactly what such a weapon would mean. So a warning was sent, not as a political message, but as a desperate scientific plea. The message was simple. This weapon is possible, and if we don't build it first, someone else will. The United States responded with silence, then secrecy, then speed. Thus began the Manhattan Project, the most secret scientific operation in human history. Entire cities were built in secrecy. Thousands worked without knowing what they were truly building. Even the vice president didn't know. At the center of it all stood one man, tasked with turning theory into reality, into a weapon. Intellectual, pressured. Some of the greatest minds in history worked together. They weren't soldiers, they were thinkers. But time was their enemy. Every delay meant more lives lost in war. Every breakthrough brought them closer to something they could never undo. They asked impossible questions. Can uranium be purified fast enough? Can plutonium be controlled? Can an explosion be calculated without ever testing it? Many knew, once this door opened, it could never be closed. Technical but engaging. By 1944, they had two bomb designs. One made of uranium, simple but extremely rare. Another made of plutonium, far more powerful and dangerously unpredictable. Quiet suspense. The plutonium bomb was so complex that even its creators weren't sure it would work. There was only one way to know. Before sunrise in the New Mexico desert, scientists stood miles away, wearing dark glasses. Some prayed, some joked nervously. Some feared they might ignite the atmosphere itself. Countdown tone. Then, a flash, brighter than day. The ground shook, the sky burned. Revered, heavy. Humanity had entered the nuclear age. One scientist whispered, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Many celebrated. Soft regret. Many immediately wished they hadn't. Respectful, restrained. Weeks later, the weapon left the desert. It was dropped on a city where people were starting their morning. Children were going to school. In seconds, a city disappeared. Tens of thousands died instantly. Many more suffered burns, radiation,
and deaths that came slowly. The world was in shock. And yet, the war did not end. Grave. 3 days later, another bomb was dropped. More powerful, more destructive. Another city erased, another generation scarred. Shortly after, Japan surrendered. Reflective. World War II was over, but something else had begun. Cold, distant. The Cold War, the nuclear arms race, a world living under the shadow of annihilation. The same science that promised unlimited energy now threatened total extinction. Soft warning tone. And the people who built it spent the rest of their lives warning the world.